물론 이와 같은 건모
Of course, such Machiavellian activity requires a disguise, which is why propagandists call themselves the public relations industry. But do not be fooled. Public relations and propaganda are interchangeable, and it is the massive public relations industry that is designed to alter perception, reshape reality, and manufacture consent.
A Hollywood set designer was brought in to create a $200,000 backdrop for official war briefings.
Today, America alone has more public relations propagandists than reporters, which means that nearly half of what people in the West hear, see, or read is written by professional liars. Professional liars whose job it is to keep people in front of their televisions, reading gossip magazines, eating vast amounts of toxic food, and shopping, always shopping, for the latest fashions and trends. That's the ideal for propagandists. And great efforts are made in trying to achieve and maintain that ideal. Anything that keeps the masses from organizing themselves and asking important questions about what their masters are really up to. The 1960s, a period of heightened awareness and rebellion against the establishment, with students leading the resistance. But when the situation seems to be getting out of hand, the establishment ordered it to be stopped, and the propagandists moved quickly to lead the young people away from dangerous protests into such fashionable protests. That was then. This is now. Fashion, celebrity, sex, music, technology, any kind of revolution except the social revolution. In this film, we will reveal the methods used by the propagandists to control populations on behalf of their owners. This is now what people around the world accept as normal. This manufactured reality has become more real than this. 38 million homeless Americans. But the media doesn't want people to know about these Americans. Not unless they can be used for entertainment.
You want to be on top?
Meet Miss Tyra Banks, a former clothes model who now has a talk show where she pretends to be concerned about people's problems and society in general, even though she has no qualifications to do this.
And so,
here, she dresses up and pretends to be homeless in order to experience life on the streets, which is impossible because she owns numerous homes and great wealth. The audience doesn't question this charade, but instead it willingly feeds into her need to talk about herself.
영국이 평화 상태에서는 프로파간다를 금지하는
While the
동안
British abandoned propaganda in peacetime, the Americans maintained its use under the leadership of Creel Commission psychologist Edward Bernays.
그는 미국의 대중 의견은 반드시 사회 내 소수
who argued that American public opinion must be engineered from above by society's few masters,
주장하였다. 1% 집단
the 1%, to control the rabble.
So Eddie began to formulate.
그의 첫 번째 실험은
His first experiment was to convince American women that smoking was glamorous and liberating, despite common fears that smoking was associated with prostitution.
있게 만드는
New
것이었다.
York held an Easter Day parade.
그는 모델을
He
고용하여
did this by hiring models to march in New York's Easter parade, each holding a lit cigarette and wearing a banner proclaiming it a torch of liberty.
그 실험을 대신했다. 세계는 곧바로
The business world then turned to Bernays to indoctrinate citizens with the capitalist story until the masses willingly adopted the idea that America is a country of big business, by big business, and for big business.
파시즘이란 기업주의라고 불리는
Fascism
것이
should more appropriately be called corporatism, because it is a merger of state and corporate power.
때문이다. 베니토
Benito
무솔리니.
Mussolini.